Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey, hey. 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 Who the fuck is Barcelona? Hey.
guys, and welcome to the Bayern View. Hopefully everybody is doing a-okay. We are here, we are locked in, and we are here to talk about Bayern Munich 25-26 Bundesliga fixture list revealed with the UCL and the DFB Pokal put in there as well. I have taken time out of my day. The reason I am late, I took about an hour and a half to gather everything together. Nothing spectacular, but in general, yeah, man. So yeah, bless up to everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay. Hopefully I'm not lagging too much because my internet's been going. That's another reason I'm late. This should have been a 9 o'clock stream, but the internet keeps going down. So hopefully that doesn't happen again. Anyway, the guy behind me we're going to talk about later. I'm actually going to watch him later as well. But right now, let's just change back to Thomas for now. And yeah, let's get into this. So again, just to reiterate it, we're going to get into this, and basically, the fixture list for the Bundesliga has been revealed, 100% been revealed. Now, certain things can change because of the Champions League, because of the DFB Pokal, so on and so forth. But it's very interesting to see what the games are. To be honest with you, I haven't scanned over them at all. I really haven't. So let's see what happens. Obviously, before we get into this and so on, we obviously don't know who we're going to get in the Champions League. We don't know who we're going to get in the DFB Pokal if we are to progress, and vice versa, the Champions League. So just want to reiterate that, so people know, rather than, I'm not here predicting that we're going to win everything. That would be amazing. And I'm not predicting that these are going to be the exact dates. And when I mean that, I mean UCL and DFB Pokal. I've gone off of last year. So yeah, without further ado, though, let's get into this. So yeah, what I've gone and done is, let me just move this a second. Bear with me. Yeah, we'll go there. Right, cool. So right, here is the fixture list. Bear me 1 second. I want that one. There we go. So here's the fixture list, right? So you're going to see the writing. You see the writing down here. This is all me. This is obviously me doing this. I just screenshot off of Google, and then we've gone with here. So this is a preseason game, which hopefully I'm going to be going to. I'm still trying to get the missus over. I got the money, but we're trying to figure that out as a family if it's logistic and so on. So hopefully I'll be going to that game. That's why there's question marks. Now we have the Super Cup final, of course, against Stuttgart, which is going to be a massive, massive game. Obviously, Nick Wallermaid might be a Bayern player by then, which obviously, hopefully that's the case. And, hopefully Stiller will be and so on. But you just never know with Bayern as a whole to 100% be on that, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, there's that. Big up second. Bro, I swear you put another second in your name. Next minute, your name's going to be an hour. But yeah, right. So there's that. So the first Bundesliga game Bayern Munich have is Bayern versus RB Leipzig, 22nd of August at 7:30 UK time. Now that's 8:30. That's 8:30. That's 8:30. German, not German time. Well, it is German time, but European Standard Time. So that's the first game. Then a couple of days later, we have our first round of the DFB Pokal, which we should be able to win, of course. Then we go from then a couple of days after, we got Augsburg, which is interesting that we've gone straight away with the local derby. If you don't know, Augsburg is like right next to Munich, so yeah, that's the local derby. So that's going to be a good test for us, good test for them. And then we then go against one of the biggest clubs in Germany, Hamburg. Obviously Hamburg have come up back up to the Bundesliga, so it's going to be very interesting to see what they do this season as a whole. But that is massive, and it's ginormous. It really is. So yeah, that in itself is absolutely ginormous. So that will be on the 13th of September. Then the 17th of September is normally when the UCL, we played 17th of September last time. So around that time, we will probably do our first match of the Champions League. So the DFB Pokal will be underway. The Bundesliga will be 3 matches in. Obviously, the Super Cup will have already done, and then we move into the Champions League. So yeah, there's that. Then we go against Hoffenheim away on the 20th of September, and then we go against Werder Bremen on the 27th of September. Then we then play another UCL game. Again, if it's similar to the last thing, we will play another UCL game and then play Frankfurt. So again, we're going. Obviously, it's going to be a little bit of a break. 2nd of October, whoever that is, it might be a massive game. Then going against Frankfurt, obviously, isn't going to be the best for Bayern Munich, of course. And then this is where it gets really, really tricky. Like really, really tricky. So then after that game, there's probably an international break, I'm guessing. But then we come back and we play Borussia Dortmund at home. After that, we play a Champions League match, whoever that will be against. And then after that, we play Borussia Mönchengladbach, which is crazy. I just noticed as well, I didn't put the date on the second round. So the second round will be after that, I'm guessing. So again, we go Hoffenheim, Werder Bremen, UCL. Then we will have Frankfurt, a break, come back, Dortmund, UCL, then Mönchengladbach. So again, we've got some big games. How much does Stuttgart want for 60 mil by the sounds of it, bro? We will get more into the Nick Vermade stuff later though. I'm going to do a full stream on it because there's loads of news to cover. But I did want to talk about this. So yeah, anyway, let's continue. And then Mönchengladbach, then we will have, on the 1st of November, we will have Bayern versus Leverkusen. It's going to be an interesting match because obviously now they have Ten Hag. And then after that, we'll have a DFB Pokal game. Then we'll go against Union Berlin in the league. Then we'll go against Freiburg in the league. So we've got, I'm not really too sure if this will be home or away, but it's going to be interesting. This is this thing here is big. I know that there's a break in here. There's a 14-day thing, so that's definitely an international break. But we go Dortmund, UCL, then Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach have always been a tricky team for Bayern Munich. It depends. Like this could be Barca, Real Madrid. It could be anyone. It generally could be anyone. So it's going to be a big test, with these games. And again, we've seen last season that we didn't do the best with these big tests that we did have, So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that. Right. So yeah, then we go in November, we'll be going against Freiburg. Then, so what was that? That was, go back. That was so yeah, we play Freiburg on the 22nd. Then we go UCL on the 26th of November. And then on the 29th, we will be going against St. Pauli, which is, again, another interesting one. And then it gets into December. Now, if we are to go through and be on the round of 16 of the DFB Pokal, that will be the 3rd of September. 3rd of December from what last year is, if it's around the same time. Then we will go against Stuttgart. And then after that, 4 days later, we'll be playing a UCL game. And then obviously 3 days later, then obviously we'll be going against Mainz. So again, another big, obviously these games come quick and fast and 100%. And that's why you need a squad. That's why us Bayern fans are so passionate and get so annoyed with the board not getting in players and actually building a squad rather than just having a starting 11. With shit players on the bench. I want to build a squad. That's why I'm saying go and get the 4 players from Stuttgart. Go and get this player, that player, so on. So it's going to be very interesting. Then after that, we go against Heidenheim, and then that will be it for 2025 for Bayern Munich. Then we come back a couple of weeks later, go against Wolfsburg. Then we'll go against Cologne. Which again is 2 interesting games. Obviously, one's home, one's away, which is very interesting. Then it gets interesting again because then we will play Leipzig again away. then the UCL, and then Augsburg. Again, that is tricky. Super, super tricky. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see, again, who we get. Obviously, I want to know who we get. Of course, we want to know, we get excited with it. I mean? I want to see, if we get Voda made in, if we get this or that, I mean? It's going to be very interesting. So what was that? The last game there was the 24th of January. So then from the 24th, we would then play a game on the 29th of January in the UCL. And then a couple of days later, we'll be going against Hamburg away. Again, they might have to swap and change these games. There might be, dates moved and so on. Again, every date that is on the picture is what's been revealed. Everything that's in blue text is me. So I am predicting that that's what's going to happen, because I've gone on and looked at when where it was played last season. So yeah, there's that. So if that's the case, again, we will play UCL, and then we will play Augsburg, and then a couple of days later we will play UCL again, then play Hamburg, which is going to be very, very interesting. And then after that, we will play the quarterfinal of the DFB Pokal if we are in said thing. So yeah, 4th of February will be the quarterfinal. Then we push in against Hoffenheim away. I mean, at home. Said the wrong thing. Then Werder Bremen away, and then it gets tricky again, because then we have Frankfurt, Dortmund, UCL, Mönchengladbach, UCL, Leverkusen. That is massive for our season. It's absolutely ginormous for our season. Again, Frankfurt, hard game, super hard game. Borussia Dortmund, hard game. UCL, hard game. Then from the UCL, Borussia Mönchengladbach, UCL. Then we go against Leverkusen again. So it's going to be very interesting. Of course, I'm super excited. Of course, I'm probably going to be raging because I love this club. I show the passion and so on. But yeah, it's going to be very, very interesting in that. So then on the 21st of March, we will have Una Berlin. So what was that? That was the 21st. So then there's a break. Then we come back, and the 2nd of April, if we are in it, would probably be around that time that the semi-final of the DFB Pokal will be played. Then we will play Freiburg away. After that, that's on the 4th. Then on the 8th of April will be another UCL game. So yeah, there's that. Now, if I'm right by saying, then that Oh, this internet, man. Sorry, guys. There's generally nothing I can do about it. It's a Saturday as well, so I can't even ring the provider. Right. Okay. Right, so getting back into it. Sorry, guys. I apologise. There's generally nothing I can do. It keeps crashing. It's pissing me off. So where were we? So, yeah, this is going to be massive for us. So, Bayern versus Frankfurt, again, is a massive game. A couple of days later, we go against Dortmund. Then we would have a game in the UCL quarterfinal. Then go, quarterfinal or round of 16? What did I say it was? So that would be quarters, semis, final. Okay, so then a game in the UCL round of 16. Then after the round of 16, we would be playing Borussia Mönchengladbach. After Borussia Mönchengladbach, we will then go again to the round of 16 if we are in it. Then after that, it will be Leverkusen. And then after that, obviously, there's a bit of a break, but then we play at the end of March, which will be against Union Berlin. Coming back into it, we will be playing the DFB Pokal semi-final. It'll be around that date. Then we will be playing Freiburg. So there we go. After that, so 4 days later, we'll start the UCL quarters if we are in it. Which, you know, it's going to be massive for us. Then we'll have St. Pauli, which isn't a bad game, but still it's another game, you know, in that rhythm. A couple of days later, we will go and do the second leg of the quarterfinal and then play Stuttgart, which again is not a nice thing to do. Then we play Mainz. 5 days later, after playing Mainz, we will play the first leg of the semi-final. Again, if we are in the semi-final. Of course, we weren't last year, so on. So this is obviously talking if we get to both finals. If we don't, then obviously there won't be games and whatever. So yeah, there's that. Heidenheim, then the second leg of the semi-final. Then we play Wolfsburg, and then we play Cologne at home for the last game of the Bundesliga season. Then 24th of May will be the DFB Pokal final. And the 31st of May will be the Champions League final. Again, hopefully everybody is doing well. I apologize again for this thing just being absolutely trash. It's so annoying. I don't know why it does that. So I do apologize. Let me move that as well so you can see it. So yeah, man, that is basically how Bayern Munich's fixture list looks and works. So again, this is where Herbal needs to get players in. You know what I mean? Is this harder than last season, if you remember our last season's matches? It seems a bit difficult, yeah. If we go here, this is a difficult run. Now, let me go and search something a second. When was that big run of games where we lost to Barca? Bayern Barca. I don't know. Where's the Barca game? Okay, so yeah, so that was around October. So this is February. So October, again, we do have difficult games. We do have a run of difficult games again, because we have whoever we face in the UCL, then we would have Frankfurt, then Dortmund. There is a gap, but then Dortmund, then Mönchengladbach. No, then UCL, then Mönchengladbach, then Leverkusen, then the second round of the DFB Pokal. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens, but it's going to be a difficult ask for the players, but this is the whole point, isn't it? This is the season you play. You know, you want to win things. I'm sure these players have ambitions of winning things with Bayern. You know, Jonathan Tah, so on. So it's going to be interesting. 100%, yes. 100%, Miguel, yeah. I'm with you, man. So, yeah, it's a bit annoying that we've got Dortmund, Mönchengladbach, Leverkusen, and then in the end, again, we have Frankfurt, Dortmund, Mönchengladbach, Leverkusen again. But we do finish the game at home. So our last home. So let's say that you know, Dortmund have a a challenge, they challenge us for the title, and it goes down to the last day again, we will actually be at home rather than being away, if that makes any sense. Big up, Hood. How are you, bro? So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens with it. We do obviously have some difficult games going. Man said 4 a.m. here, bro. You need to get to sleep, man. Bless up, bro. So yeah, like it's going to be super interesting to see what happens. But for me, we should be fine, and this is again why we need to go and get a squad in there. It's going to be interesting to see who these games are against, though. Certain UCL games and so on and so forth. Who we're going to get. Are we going to get a Villa again? Are we going to get a Real Madrid? Are we going to get a PSG, an Arsenal, a Juventus, a Liverpool? I think we probably will get Liverpool this season. I do. I just feel like fate is going to put us together because of the Burt still, which is going to be annoying because if they beat us, then all the Liverpool fans will be talking out their arse again. But hey, it is what it is. So yeah, let's see what happens. But again, let's go through the fixture list once more, and then we will get out of here. Again, I apologize for my stream going down. So we start the season with the DFB Super Cup against Stuttgart. Then we start our Bundesliga season against Leipzig at home. Then we play away against, is it Vesenbedet? I don't know how to say it. In the first round. Then we play Augsburg. And then we play Hamburg, who have obviously just come up. Then the first UCL game. Then we go and we play Hoffenheim away, Werder Bremen at home, UCL. Then we go Frankfurt, a break, Dortmund. Then we come back in and play UCL. Then Mönchengladbach, and then we then play Leverkusen at home. Second round of the DFB Pokal. Then we play UCL. After that, then we will do Union Berlin, and then on the 22nd we play Freiburg. Then after Freiburg we play UCL. Then we play Bayern versus St. Pauli at home. After that, then we have the round of 16 of the DFB Pokal if we are in it. Hopefully we will be. That's one of the trophies I really want to win this year. Then we play against Stuttgart. After Stuttgart, 4 days later, we will play a UCL match. A couple of days later, after that, we play Bayern versus Mainz. And then there's a break, 7-day break. And then after that, then we play Heidenheim on the 20th. And then that is it for 2025 done. Then we move into 2026. We come back on the 10th of January. And it'll be Bayern versus Wolfsburg. Then we play Cologne away. Then after that, we play Leipzig again, but this time away. Then UCL, then Augsburg at home this time. And then after the Augsburg game, a couple of days later, we play the UCL again. Then Hamburg. Then the quarterfinal of the DFB Pokal in February if we are in it. Then we play a home match in the Bundesliga. Then after that, we then, 7 days later, we'll go against Werder Bremen away. Then we play Frankfurt, Dortmund. After Dortmund, we then go straight to UCL. After UCL, we play Mönchengladbach at home. Then we play UCL again, and then after that UCL, a couple of days later, we got Leverkusen. So they have stiffed us. 100% they've stiffed us with some big games. Frankfurt's always a hard game. Mönchengladbach's always a hard game. Dortmund's always a hard game, and Leverkusen are all hard games. So there are 5 hard games. Then you're putting in between those games 2 UCL matches, which could be. So we could realistically have Frankfurt, Dortmund, Barcelona, Mönchengladbach, Real Madrid, and freaking Leverkusen. You know what I mean? So they've stiffed us there. But then on the 21st, we go against Union Berlin. Then after that, we have the semi-final if we are again in it. Then we go away to Freiburg. After the Freiburg game, a couple of days later, we'll play another UCL game, which, again, that is if we are in it. These 2 UCL games here would be the one of the round of 16 or whatever. So yes, it's it's mad. So yeah, then you go UCL, St. Pauli, UCL. Then we got Stuttgart at home, Mainz away. Then UCL again if we again still in it. Then we go against Heidenheim, UCL again if we're still in it, and then then we go against Wolfsburg and then Cologne at home, and then obviously the two finals again if we are in the finals. So yeah, let's see what happens. Bless up to everybody. This wasn't supposed to be a long stream. I'm sorry that my internet cut out. I got a couple streams lined up for you guys today, so fingers crossed it doesn't do it again, because that's really fucking annoying. But yeah, bless up to everybody. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna have to edit this stream down, because I don't know why it messed up like that. But yeah, we're going to talk about Vodomade in a little bit. A couple hours we'll talk about Vodomade, and then we're going to talk we're going to actually watch Vodomade later, because they are it's the under 21s round under 21s Euro final tonight, and I'm watching it. So it's England Germany. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens. But yeah, with that said, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for watching.